How do we know when this thing starts?
We'll know in 3 minutes, bro. Also, Diamond Blade and Plastic just joined.
This is live.
Oh, this is live?
This is live. Here we go.
Oh, let's
I need
go,
to turn this
bro.
up.
As aranhas.
Quebra. Ok. Olha só tanto zumbi. Oi, zumbi. Tchau.
How's that
Tchau.
volume, everybody?
Tchau. Tchau.
Diamond and Plastic.
3、2、1，
Love your
起
faces.
分享给好友，就给你了，二哈的二哈哈。
Na hora. Meu Deus, olha o porcão. Você tá vendo? É o Pumba. Cadê o Timão? Hakuna Matata. Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren, und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren extremen, ultramäßig harten Challenge. Wir werden heute komplett Minecraft auf den Kopf stellen.
TNT, I'm taking this, okay?
Dan,
Okay.
What do I do with it? What do I do with
Okay.
it? It's on my head and I don't know what to do with it.
Just hoping that there was going to be
Give
some
me an
English.
opportunity. Set me up.
They're just
Oh, this
showcasing
one.
everything.
Throw it,
That's
throw
cool.
it, throw it in the middle.
Ooh, did it work?
Here we go. It's there.
Dude, I've kind of been wanting to play Dungeons again. Have you played it?
という習性があり
I
ま
have not played Dungeons.
す。毒針を刺した後
It's
ま
pretty
さか
fun.
の死んでしまうこともあるんですね。ちょっと
I don't know.
Och du är glad, och du är glad. Nu, titta!
I just got a notification from
I'm muting
Google
that for a
saying
little
there's a data breach on a lot of my saved passwords, apps, everything. Oh my god.
Wait. Before you get too hasty, make sure that's an official one and it's not just trying to get you to change it.
It is. I did that first.
Okay. Dang, Plum.
Even my bank account. Holy shit. I mean,
Dang.
honestly, Spotify, Borderlands, Netflix, Minecraft, KiwiCo, Guitar Center, Facebook, like it's all data breached.
That's weird.
68 compromised passwords. Oh my god.
Something doesn't seem right there. That's a
I mean,
lot.
I've been dealing with this a little bit, like, or for a little bit, I guess. Right? I keep getting every time, like, I'll open an app or something like that, or go to a website that requires a password, I'll get a notification, like when I put in the correct password, saying some suspicious activity has been detected on your account. Please update your password or something like that.
Right.
So my information is out there for sure. Somebody is definitely trying to steal my identity. This sucks.
My question is, why would anybody want to steal your identity?
No joke.
No, that does suck. Like, that's not cool. My parents had that happen to them at one point, and it's not fun. You battle that stuff for years.
Yeah, this sucks. It's been going on for... Oh, is it live?
Yep.
Here we go.
Yep. I want those mountains.
No joke. Oh, what? What is that?
This is Dungeons.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Do you have a single port database for your info? I have no idea what that means. I am not technical.
Do you have a
Security.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either, Diamond. And I am kind of tech.
Hey, look, Colonel Pandas. We don't have those yet.
Hello and welcome to Minecraft Live 2020.
What can I say?
I'm Lydia Winters, your host and chief storyteller for Mojang Studios. We're coming to you live from Stockholm, Sweden, the birthplace of Minecraft. Some of our amazing team members couldn't be here today, so we recorded the Minecraft Earth and Creator Tools segments in Redmond earlier this week. We are so thankful you're joining us. Before we get started, we want to acknowledge the number of challenges around the world right now, as well as the mental, physical, and emotional toll those challenges are taking on all of us. With that in mind, we want to give the opportunity today to take a breath.
Yeah, dude, Diamond
have
Blade.
fun, enjoy the games we love, and celebrate all of you, our incredible Minecraft community. It won't all be easy. You'll have to decide which mob to vote into the game, which, based on votes in previous years, will be super tough. You'll not only get to hear about what's coming to your favorite Minecraft games, you'll also hear directly from the development teams. We want you to leave today knowing about the exciting additions coming to Minecraft and also why our team has made those decisions. An insider's look at what's brewing at Mojang Studios. Today, we're kicking things off with the announcement of the we're going to tell you right now.
Ooh. Give us those candles, dude.
Hi, Agnes and Brandon.
Hello.
Let's do this.
So, okay.
Hey,
The
Serge.
next update is the update
Serge.
that we know that so many of you, and well, so many of us as well, has been wanting for such a long time. It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
Caves and cliffs?
It must feel amazing to be able to tell everyone that.
Seriously, like, I'm so excited about this. I mean, even before I joined Mojang, I was always thinking about, like, when is the cave update
Did I
gonna
call
come?
it?
And this is it, but it's also got
I mean,
the
I didn't
cliffs
call
as
it.
well. It's got the mountains.
I hoped
like,
for
this
it.
is such a
Out loud.
big update, and I'm so excited.
How are you feeling, Agnes?
Great, like, no, it's so good. So we have been working on this update for quite long, and we're like, we can't wait to tell everyone, and now we just announced it, and it feels
It's so
just
we're actually
amazing.
getting our first live
What's up, Major?
look at some reactions.
How are you?
Oh.
Dude. I am also Minecrafter. Ooh. Wow.
I'm
Those mobs
wearing
are
my
very,
Astro pants
very
right now.
excited. This year, we asked some of our communities to submit questions
wearing
that we'll
pants.
answer across the show. This first question definitely feels like something everyone wants to know.
Mi pregunta es, ¿por qué se han tardado tanto en actualizar las cuevas y cuándo llegarán? En verdad que hemos estado pidiendo esto por muchísimo tiempo.
The first question is, why did it take so
has
long?
it taken so long? Like Brandon, I've been waiting a long time too.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So since this update really is the update,
Everyone
like, we've been
wanted it.
dreaming
Yeah,
about
dude,
it for
the
so
whole
long.
world
so
was just
it
like,
felt so important for us to do it right. Like, we don't want to rush it. But now,
What
now
was the
feels
mob?
right
We haven't
time.
gotten
Like,
there
we
yet.
have
We don't know
spent
yet.
the time we need to really like understand the vision we have for the update, and also to make sure that we understand what the community actually wants. And we've also like planned around it to make sure that we really can work together with the community to make this and like as epic update as possible. And we have also hired some new amazing developers to the team.
And you're one of the amazing
I feel you,
developers,
Major.
Brandon.
Yeah, I joined this year in January.
I don't
and
know,
actually
Diamond.
came from the community. I used to do modding for 10 years. One of the first mods I worked on was the Aether, which is like a dimension that had sky islands and stuff. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and work on an update this epic.
I'm so happy to have you.
We have another creator question.
Hi, I'm the Pink Diamond Diva, and this is my question. Are you making the caves more advanced for older players so they can mine deep, or are you making them more accessible and easy to navigate for newer players?
Such a great question.
Both.
Yeah, I mean, with this update, we're making sure that we can have as much variation as possible within the actual caves themselves. But we want to make sure that the old caves are still retained as much as possible to keep that classic feel.
You should be watching it
and we
upside
really
down. Yes, that is
also looked
correct.
into to make sure that we have something for everyone, because you know we have such a huge community, and it's also a very diverse community, and that's such a beautiful thing. So we really want this update to have something for everyone. So actually, we made sure to map all the features in the update to different player styles.
Good job,
to really
Plastic.
see that we fulfill that goal.
That's so cool. And you had such a big thought process on how you decide what even goes into an
Yes.
update this big.
Yeah, we have spent quite a lot of time on just making sure that we have a very good like fundament for the update.
Is
For
it
example,
plastic
we did the
good?
playstyle mapping, and we've also worked with design pillars. So the design pillars, they kind of describe the vision of the update. So for example, they help us when we like prioritize between different features, and also when we design each specific feature.
Thank you.
And
Sorry
we
about
have
that.
3 pillars for this update. And the first one is actually all about like the spectacular mountains, the snowier snow, and the mischievous goats. Because at last year's live,
Goats?
the players voted for these features, and we felt like it's so important to deliver on that promise.
They're
So
going
we
to
actually
give.
wanted to
They're
have
going
it
to.
as
They're
a
going to
pillar.
over deliver. That's what they're
Yeah.
going to do.
And another pillar that
I
we
mean, I'm
actually
okay with
integrated
that.
into this was adding strategy to mining. So of course, Minecraft already has plenty of strategy in mining, but we wanted to see if we could push that just a little bit further and add even more mechanics that make it interesting for players to mine in the caves.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the third pillar is to create an underground of marvel for the players. And that pillar is a lot about like adding variation to the underground and like contrasts and like inspire players to like craft their own underground adventures and build underground. And one thing we have done to like fulfill this pillar is that we have added new cave biomes. And one of them is the lush caves.
Look at that tree.
Yo, that looks good.
Dude, I am getting so pumped.
All right, so they just announced Lush Caves.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at those vines.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Ooh, Daddy won't.
Oh my God, I love it.
That's gorgeous.
It's so beautiful. It doesn't feel cave-like.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to make sure that, of course,
I think there's
going
gonna
to
be some big
original
open
caves, you know,
cave.
they're pretty much the same. There's not much variation in terms of
That's what I'm excited for.
vegetation or
That's
different
pretty sweet,
features
though.
inside of it. So for this, we wanted something which is a bit more like light and lush and actually has vegetation. And I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous. What was the inspiration behind it?
So we were thinking about, okay, so how should it feel when you are in a lush cave? And we wanted to be like, so you feel like very tiny inside, like
beautiful
a big
diamond.
garden or big forest. So like when you
No
look up,
biome
it's actually like
underground that can
vegetation
light
above
on
you, it's
fire.
vegetation around you. And one source of inspiration we had is actually a Swedish painter called Jon Bauer. Because in his paintings, it's always, or often at least, like a tiny character, and then it's like huge forest, and you see like the bottom of the trees because the vegetation is like so big compared to the character.
And you're adding so many new plants in the lush caves.
Yes, so I don't know if you saw, but there was this new
Oh,
tree
give me
that
some
was actually
plants.
above on the overworld, and this is called an azalea tree. So it's a unique type of tree that it'll be easy to spot for players. And if you actually find this and start going down its roots, you will find a lush cave there. So this is another part of adding strategy to mining, where there are certain landmarks which will allow you to understand what you're doing in the game.
Not yet, Sarge. Not yet.
And
That was
another
only
one
one
of
of
the
the
new blocks is a
biomes
block called
that
Spore
they have for
Blossom.
the caves.
And it's
I have a
that you
feeling
maybe
it's going to
saw it in
give
video.
us
It's a big
2 or
pink
3.
flower that you
I'm
find in
hoping
the
one
roof
of them
the
is
lush
just
cave.
huge
And
with
it will drip
stalactites and
particles from that flower,
stalagmites.
but it will also actually feel like a big volume around it with particles. So it's similar to the particles that we added to the nether biomes in the nether update. But the cool thing here is that you can move the flower if
They
you
add
want
this
to
right when
and
I'm
get
making a
these
big cave.
particles anywhere you want in your world. So you can actually be very creative with that.
That's so awesome. And the lush caves have a real glow to them
no, Major.
from one of the plants.
Yes. So
Probably.
there are vines.
They try to line things up
in the lush
better now
caves,
than they used to.
And they have glowberries on them. And these are
probably
actually a
still
light
come out
source.
on
You can
one
also
before
pick
the
them and
other,
eat them if you
at
want
least
to.
a little bit.
Closed and
Nice.
open.
And another plant we
Emitting
actually have
particles,
is the
that's
drip leaf
sweet.
plant. And you could actually see that they can kind of grow from like water or anywhere else. And they
Yeah,
grow
I
quite
agree, Monkey
tall,
Lord.
but they have like a little plant on the top that you can actually hop onto. So the idea of the mechanic behind it is that the leaf will actually tilt down when you stand on it too long. So this will actually make you fall through. However, after a few seconds, it'll come back up. So it's
Glowberries,
kind of this
yeah.
like platforming block that allows you to just, continue platforming over and over again, which I hope is really exciting for, content creators making maps.
Yeah, you can build like your own platforming levels, and then they will repair themselves. That's kind of neat.
It's so beautiful in there. And there's actually a mob coming
That
to
is
the lush
so
caves.
cool.
Yes. there is.
Oh, dude.
But we will actually not tell you about this mob now, because in the end of the show, we will show even more features coming to the Caves and Cliffs update. And then we're gonna show that mob.
This is the first time we have so much that we're actually splitting the update section into two at the beginning and towards the end of the show. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's exciting.
You've also worked on improving the cave generation.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Oh my god.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves, but we wanted to make sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves and the shapes and the sizes you could get. And even here, you can see that there's some water underground.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So we actually added something we call local water levels. So in one cave you might find like a cave lake, and another cave might not have that one. And this also means that we get naturally generated waterfalls, which is so pretty. And it also kind of gives like new ways to traverse the underground. You can actually go cave rafting.
Yeah, so you'll see in a bit that our player here will actually use a boat to raft. And that is just such an exciting opportunity to be able to traverse the caves in a very different way than you used to.
Yeah, we were playtesting, and then one of the devs like, look at this, it's so fun, and all of us just started to go with the boat on the waterfall. It was a lot of fun.
This is
so another thing to note here is that you can see that a lot of the ores are actually glowing.
This stuff I've always
I've
always wanted this kind of stuff.
Ores
This is
aren't gonna
amazing.
glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be quite dark, and we want to make sure that players can see the shapes of the cave.
Now,
well, there's
will
plenty of
that
room in there.
only be for the like normal caves, or will this run across all of the new cave biomes?
Yeah, so the really cool thing is that like the new cave shapes and sizes is completely independent from the new biomes. So that means that we have so much variation. Because for example, a lush cave can, for example, generate, in a super narrow tunnel, but it can also generate in, like a huge cavern, and that creates completely different atmospheres, but it's still the same biome. So we're really gonna have lots of variation underground now.
That is
You've been calling two of the different cave types spaghetti and Swiss cheese? Like that's how varied the caves could be?
Yes, I mean, there are so many different variables of how the variation works, and I mean, it has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot. Yeah, some of the caves, for example, have really cool pillars, and some are more like flat, some are tall. Lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave biome to show us.
Yes, so we have the Dripstone Caves biome. And whenever I think about the idea of a cave update, the image of stalagmites and stalactites comes into my head. But adding these are pretty difficult. It's a very unique shape that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to. But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course, there's some mechanics surrounding this. So you can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down. And
this is
also,
an overload.
Zombie here, if you fall on these dripstones, you.
Oh my god, zombie mob farms.
There's another interesting mechanic in the dripstone caves.
Yes, so maybe so in
I'm
that
freaking
like,
out, man.
You could see that it was like dripping water. So actually, if you put a cauldron under a stalactite, it will fill up with water. So it's renewable water.
And how do you remember which is stalactite and stalagmites?
Well, that's a very good question. It has been very tricky to remember that.
Dude,
but
that's
I think I learned.
redstone timer right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong one. So stalactite is in the roof, and stalagmite is on the floor.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We've been practicing that, all of us.
For a long time, like even.
And you have something really amazing in this update for the sort of redstone engineers out there.
Yes, so we've actually been thinking about this redstone block that lives in the deep dark, a new biome at the deepest depths of the world. We're not going to talk about this biome too much today, but we are going to show some of the blocks and maybe later a mob that comes from it. So if we look at the video, we can actually see that it's basically this growth, and this is called the Skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the Skulk Sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal. So this is going to be very interesting for redstone players. We even have a mechanic around it where you can actually use wool with wool occlusion to essentially prevent signals from being able to get into the Skulk sensor. So let's take a look at that now.
This is amazing.
Colonel, I'm in the same pose
And
as
as
you.
you
I've
can
got my
see
hands
here,
on my
I
face
walked
just like
next
you.
to the Skulk
I know, I'm
sensor,
just...
and it's actually kind of doing an infinite
tuned into
loop
my
where the
stream and I'm
piston is
just
causing
like...
a vibration, and then it's
jaw
activating the Skulk sensor and going over and over
and the
again.
noise it makes.
But here, I've actually put a wool block in between the piston, which prevents
Omega.
the signal from going to the Skulk sensor.
Hey, buddy. What up, Omega?
This can allow you to even do sort of directional Skulk sensors where you can put wool blocks on each side and only allow it to detect vibrations in front of it. And vibrations can be so many different things.
Oh
you know, it
my
can be a
God.
snowball hit, it could be an arrow, it could be footsteps, it could be blocks, anything.
So cool.
Yeah.
And another thing, we actually, well, we had a bit of a happy accident.
Another thing, it's
with
coming
it
out
because
today.
We realized that we get wireless redstone thanks to the Skulk sensor.
Gonna change everything.
So, and we didn't even plan to add it, but then when we started,
We have
playtesting,
wireless
like, wait,
capabilities
we
now?
got wireless redstone.
We
That's
have
so
wireless
exciting, and,
redstone!
Oh
well,
my
we can
God.
explore so many cool things with that. It's gonna be exciting to see what the community will build.
Yeah, you're really looking
Wi-Fi.
for community
Yo, we have
feedback to make
Wi-Fi,
sure
Diamond
this, like,
Blade!
feels
I
great for
suddenly am
everyone.
interested
Absolutely. I
in
think
learning
because this
redstone.
is such a unique mechanic, we really want to make sure that we get it right.
What the-
and
wonder
you know,
what
we
the
love
range
the
is. It
redstone
didn't look like it's
community,
too
and we
much,
wanna
but
make
6
sure
blocks,
that we
right?
do it right. So any feedback you
Freaking
have,
wireless
any ideas,
redstone.
Didn't they
send it
say
to
6
us,
blocks?
And we will work with you to
I
make
don't
this
know.
the best
I mean,
block
6
that it can
blocks
be.
is a lot.
Oh my
And
God.
Think
now,
about
we,
it.
we said there's
Especially
another
they
mob
connect
coming
it.
later, but I think it's time for a
Dude.
new mob coming to the Caves and Cliffs update.
It is.
Mob
and this is a very
time.
scary mob. And
Ooh.
it lives in the deepest of the underground, in the deep dark. And this is a very dark place. And the cool thing is that this mob is very well
like it
adapted
dark.
to the environment. So it can't see anything. So
I
it's the
feel
first
you,
blind
Killer
mob
Crick.
in Minecraft. And that's very
It won't
interesting
be
'cause it
today.
gives
I
such
bet it'll be in
interesting
November.
mechanics. So instead, it will react to vibrations, just like the Skulk sensor block. So if you aren't very careful when you walk around in the deep dark, you might upset that mob.
Yeah, with this mob, we really wanted to make sure that we kind of recaptured that feeling of the first night of Minecraft. And we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we
Yes.
wanted to make sure that we could kind of go back to that. I mean,
Yes.
caves can be scary. They're dark.
They still are a
And,
little scary.
All I'm going to say is that
Later,
when you
Omega.
go into the deep dark, I
Bye,
want to make
Omega.
sure that you're very quiet
See you next time.
and watch closely for the warden.
Spooky Minecraft.
Coming out in Spooktober.
What is this? What is this block? That's
That's the block they just looked at.
no, the one to the left.
Oh. Yeah, what is that?
Pretty, gorgeous. This is hello. It's Is it messing with the light levels?
Why is the light going up and down? Professional cave diver? Oh, you right. Yo, what is that lighting source? What is that?
Bro. Some really cool stuff is happening with lighting.
Candles? Is that freaking candles?
I told you we were getting the candles. Yes. Is it invisible?
Dude, I have chills. Holy shit! Did you see it? Dude, it's blind.
Oh.
It looks like it's fast.
Oh, it's strong.
Oh.
The Warden.
What did we just see?
It's a very different mod.
Yo!
I'm really excited for this because not only is it trying to be scary, it's, you know, we had to keep a balance to it. It was very challenging to design a mob like this. Another thing that's really important
This is
to
a
note is
big
in that
update.
video, I was
This is
wearing
a-
full netherite armor.
It's
so
huge.
It's very powerful.
Welcome in,
It
dun
definitely
dun
was
dun.
Dun
One.
dun
I
dun
think also such an
dun.
interesting gameplay.
One.
Because like
I
if you
love
want
that
to,
name.
you can avoid it, but then you need to really be careful, like sneak all the time to not make like any kind of
Looks like a
movement that it
Minotaur?
will
Yeah, it
detect.
does.
But that's a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
fun and you
it kind of does.
feel scary, but in the good way.
You
Dude,
wanted to
and we
kinda
are
take
getting those
everyone back to
candles,
their-
man.
That first night experience.
Let's not gloss
with the
over
Warden.
that.
Absolutely. I mean,
And whatever
I
that
had such
stone
an
was, that
amazing
was
experience when I
gorgeous.
first played Minecraft. Like, it was terrifying listening to zombies underneath my house and in the caves.
they say
and
they were wearing
hopefully we
full
can bring
netherite? I
that
missed that
back to
part.
players, but you know, 10 years later.
Oh my god.
But that would be just amazing because you hear so many.
So if you had your
lovely first night
wings
stories,
on
it's
and
such
went
a big
down
thing,
there,
and I mean, I
and
was
you had
very
one
fond
piece
my
of gold
first night
on,
in Minecraft, so
and
we
your
hope to,
wings, you
give that
probably
experience
get
again.
one hit.
But
or
you really
pretty
balance
close
sort of
to
the
it.
look of it. It's like
I can
it's,
see you
it's
getting one tap
almost
for
cute,
sure. That
but
mob was
also
strong.
really, really terrifying. How
Wonder
did you
how a
decide?
shield would do with it.
We actually worked a lot on like how does scariness look in
sounds that
Minecraft? Because we wanted
Me,
to be very
Sergeant Dunn.
scary,
Oh,
and we
hey,
didn't want to
Sarge.
take
Hey,
away
Sarge.
from the scariness.
Dude, the Warden.
But we felt
Responsive
let's
vibrations,
add some derpiness to
different
it.
ear
This is like a
shapes.
mix. So for example, we added the mouth. I love the mouth.
So much information after
Some
this that
actually
I'm gonna be looking up.
reacted like, oh, it's so cute, which I think it's more scary, but I think we find like
Did
the
she
perfect
just
balance.
say it looks like a dirty penis?
Really has
Amazing.
character.
Yes, definitely. Well, you've been sitting up here. You just announced an update that
Is that
everyone
what
has been
she
waiting
said?
for, and we actually have some tweets that have
From
Don't
the
go back.
scariness.
Don't
I
go
have
back.
to.
But we
I
felt,
have to.
let's add some
You
dirtiness
can't-
to it. This is like a mix. So for example, we added the mouth.
Listen.
I love the mouth. And some actually reacted like, oh, it's so cute, which I think it's more scary.
Oh
but
my
I
god, the
think we
closed
find, like, the
captioning
I
thought
know.
it said dirty penis.
perfect- Really has character.
yes, definitely.
To work on a game like this and an update like this. And we just love this game and we want to make the best update that we can for everyone.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much, Agnes and Brandon. That was a lot of amazing new things.
Yeah, that was a
Don't
ton of
forget
amazing
that
new
we have
things.
another
Derpiness.
segment full
Oh, she said
of
derpiness
even
and
more
it
cave
read it
updates
dirty
later on in
penis.
the
Dirt
show.
penis.
Now let's head over to our Minecraft Live correspondent, Boo Booey. I hear he has a first look at something you all voted into the game last year.
Oh, last year? I don't even know what we voted for last year.
Hello, Minecrafters
I like
of
his
the
hat.
world. I'm Boo Booey, and I'm
Boo
here
Booey.
once again to help all of you
What
at
up,
home
Premium?
to choose a mob that will go into Minecraft.
No, Premium, it's a safe
First,
environment, I
we have a
promise. Come in,
message
come
from
in,
our
come
good
in.
friend Max Brooks, author of our first Minecraft novel, with some exciting news.
Hey Minecraft community, it's Max Brooks, author of Minecraft The Island. Thank you so much for embracing my book, and I hope you enjoy the sequel, Minecraft The Mountain, where
Goats?
our character leaves the
Okay.
island
Okay,
and
cool.
paddles to
I'm
a
ready for
strange,
goats.
snow-covered world and discovers
Look at
another
that.
castaway. And together, the
God,
two
give us
of
the
them
mountains!
have to find their way home. Minecraft The Mountain, coming out in 2021, available for pre-order right now. And as always, thank you for embracing all Minecraft books.
That sounds awesome.
All right,
Another
get the book.
Minecraft novel.
I'm a
and this
gamer.
one's
Do you
called
think
The
I
Mountain.
read? Are you serious? Let's
Speaking
go.
of mountains, remember last year's vote? It was a fierce competition, but the mountains won after 2 intense rounds of voting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a sneak peek into what your vote is bringing to Minecraft on the cliff side of the Caves and Cliffs update. Goats. They're both mischievous and adorable at the same time.
They are
As you can
freaking
see,
cute.
they live on the mountains.
I love
And if
them.
you aren't
Ah,
careful,
kill
they
that!
might
Yeah!
knock you off.
Yeah!
They also have excellent jumping skills.
Kill that cow. That was
You'll
amazing.
also get better mountain
it
generation
jumps so
with
high.
spectacular,
I know.
more dramatic mountains.
How do you
with
contain them? Do you have
height-dependent
to have a
generation.
too tall
That
fence?
means things like tree lines and mountaintops that will be more challenging with lots of snow and ice. And speaking
Oh.
of snow, yes, it will be snowier. We will also have a new block called powder snow, which will be a kind of trap block. It looks similar to snow.
I
but
like
if
these
you
trap
or a
blocks
mob
that they're
walk
doing.
on it, you will fall right through. Now let's talk about this year's vote. We have 3 awesome mobs for you to choose from.
Ice Logger.
And to introduce them, we once again have Tiny Agnes and Tiny
Gonna be the
Jens.
giant cow.
Let's see what
Oh.
they have to show.
Fuck off, Plum.
Oh. Bees and Mooblooms are friends, just like we are. Right, Agnes?
These friendly cows live in the flower forest biome, yellow as sunshine and covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to like about these beautiful bovines?
We are friends, right, Agnes?
Why do we have to record these videos on an actual mountain? They are animated.
The Isolager is a new illager that lives on mountain tops. It's a
Isolager.
hostile mob that attacks you with clouds of flying ice.
That's awesome.
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up here, right, Jens? Do you ever wish
Those mountains are
Minecraft's oceans
amazing.
were glowier?
Not me. I always wish for world peace.
Sure you do. Well, wish no more. Meet the glow squid. Wow.
What was I meant to say again?
It's pretty.
Vote for Minecraft.
And we literally
And
just did an underwater base.
Admire
so-
glow.
Agnes, Jens, it's really distracting.
Yeah, give us the submarine. That'd be cool.
They're so tiny.
And give us like
and
a big
they're so
ocean update where they
susceptible to
go
distraction.
way down deep.
Hopefully that won't happen to you. Now let's go over how... Hello? Oh, hi, Tiny Agnes. Yeah, no, I'm live right now. Okay. Well, you really shouldn't read too many internet comments. But, okay, I'll tell him. Okay, bye. Tiny Agnes would like everyone to know that she and Tiny Jens are, in fact, good friends. Okay, where was I? And why do
Major
people keep
Astro
leaving their phones around the
Major.
studio?
Thanks
Now,
for the
let's
subscription.
Go over how you
Thanks
can
for the
be a part
subscription.
of what is likely to be an
Give
epic
Major a
showdown.
shout out. Can you do that?
Don't
Can you
let
do that,
this
Plum?
I got you.
decision be
Thank
made
you.
without your voice. Be ready to cast your votes.
Love you, Major.
First, make sure you have a Twitter account. If you don't, go
No.
to twitter.com, sign
Hang
up
on.
for an account, and make sure you're
We gotta
logged
set some of
in.
that stuff up.
I'll let you know
We
when
really
the
do.
voting starts. Then you'll need to go to the Minecraft Twitter account to find the latest poll. Think carefully, debate with your friends and family, make a decision, then click on the mob you want to make it into Minecraft. There will be 2 voting sessions, and I'll let you know when each one begins. For now, just be ready and keep dreaming of
I'm ready.
victory for your favorite mob.
I'm ready. Wazzy. Let's go.
My name is Yesenia Cisneros, and I'm the gameplay producer from Minecraft Earth. I'm so excited to be a part of Minecraft Live this year
Oh,
and to
Major's
share this
hosting you,
wonderful
too.
experience with you.
Thank you
our
for the
amazing
host,
community.
Major.
It's been so fun seeing what you've been doing with the
He's
game.
so sweet.
I've seen lots of creation shared each week, and I wish I
I
were
don't
that
know.
creative. I mean, wow.
Minecraft Earth?
While everyone has
I
been
really
discovering new
haven't
hobbies,
played it.
I have been logging in
Has
each
anybody
day
played
to
it?
collect a
Have any
new
of you played
adventure
it?
crystal, which
Mm-mm.
lets me
No?
play life-size adventures in augmented reality in various parts of my home. My dogs are very confused, to say the least. It seems like I'm not the only one who's been going on lots
Guys,
of
if
adventures.
you were not following
We've
Major
had more
Astro
than 5 million
Plants,
adventures played throughout early
Major
access.
Astro Pants,
Holy moobly,
please go
that is
follow that
amazing.
link. Drop him a
I've
follow
also
because
been
he is an
completing
incredible
season
content
and
creator,
daily
very
challenges to
funny,
collect mobs,
amazing guy.
Even more adventure crystals and exclusive
Close
character
enough. Thank you,
creator
Steve.
items that can also be used in Bedrock. Sometimes, when the weather is just
Right, I'll be
in my
back.
house, lightning
This is
strikes,
Minecraft Earth
and a
stuff,
new
whatever.
mob is made. Later this
Yeah,
month,
I'm not
we have
super
2 new
interested
mobs
in
joining
this.
Minecraft Earth.
How do you guys
and
feel
I hear
about,
they're going to
Minecraft
make
Earth?
Quite a splash. Speaking of mobs, our beloved Moobloom from Minecraft Earth has a chance to be brought into vanilla. How cool is that? Now, I'm not going to tell you who you should vote for, but what I am saying
Minecraft Earth
is
is lame.
one of these
Eh.
mobs is definitely way more adorable than the rest. So
Take this opportunity
choose
to go make
wisely.
my coffee. I feel you, Steege.
In our last couple releases, you may have noticed
Rather
that we
just play
added slime
Minecraft
ball
in
and slime
VR.
blocks.
Ooh, I agree with that
I'm
100%.
super excited to let you know that we are adding pistons and sticky pistons to Minecraft Earth. Be on the lookout next week for a content update, and I can't wait
Wait,
to
they're
see the
just
awesome
now
creations
adding
you make
pistons
with
and
blocks,
sticking pistons
items,
to
and
Minecraft
now
Earth?
redstone
Why is that
contraptions.
not a thing already?
Our friends Mumbo Jumbo and Grian recently took a Minecraft Earth road trip and
Seems
made their own
difficult.
awesome creations. Let's get a sneak peek at what they discovered.
Hello everyone, my name's Mumbo, this is my
I've
friend
already
Grian,
seen the Mumbo and
this
Grian
is my
videos.
1974 VW bus. There's no air conditioning, there's no heating, there's no radio, there's no anti-locking brakes, no power steering. I've owned it for about 4 years.
Oh
and to be
god,
frankly
yeah,
honest,
that would be
it's
super
pants.
spoopy.
Times were definitely
What?
different in the 1970s, so
New
it's
mob.
ridiculously slow. And it's
Minecraft
definitely lacking some of
VR
the
in the
modern
caves.
comforts you would
That would
usually
be
expect to
terrifying.
find in a
I
car
want to
these
do it
days.
though. I got a
We are
cream one,
embarking
guys.
on a
I'm hungry.
grand tour of England,
Don't
going
really
from
care
the
about
south
Minecraft
coast up
Earth,
to
not gonna
Wales,
lie.
and it's
Oh,
going to take
I'm
us
feeling.
3
I
whole
agree.
days.
I'll be honest, Grian, mate, would you class that as a grand tour?
Well, yes, we have no radio, so it's going to feel a lot longer.
But you see, this isn't a regular road trip in a rubbish old van, this is a Minecraft Earth road trip in a rubbish old van. With Minecraft Earth being a game you can play on the move, we thought we would travel to a bunch of different locations in
It's
the
a
UK.
cool concept.
Some of them are iconic, some of them just feel very Minecrafty,
Stonehenge.
and some of them are barely linked to Minecraft at all, but we just really wanted to go to them, so we did. Oh, he took it out on the guy next to him.
We also had a go at integrating Minecraft Earth with real life. Minecraft Earth Frisbee is a bit of a challenge.
Sorry.
Minecraft Earth Badminton can be quite dangerous to onlookers.
Sorry, John.
And real-life sand blocks are alarmingly difficult to construct.
If I just film this angle, there we go, there's our sand block.
All in all, though, the road trip was a huge success and we had a lot of fun. You can expect to see the full-length episodes appearing on our channels very, very soon.
Wow, it looks like Mumbo Jumbo and Grian had
I love
quite the
Mumbo and
Minecraft
Grian,
Earth
but
adventures. At Mojang Studios, we've
that just
also
doesn't
been
look
making
great.
more original content than
No.
ever before on our Minecraft YouTube channel. Our goal is to
Thank you for
create
the lurk,
shows
Major
that
Asher
give you
Pants.
inside knowledge directly from our team. We're even giving away all of our
Thanks.
secrets in a new series
Thank you,
called
Major.
How We Make Minecraft,
Mm.
which honestly
Wow, that
feels
was
sort of
delicious.
risky. And guess what? We have lots more awesome Minecraft content on the way. Here's a look at what shows you'll find on our channel.
Here's 10 things you didn't know about me.
Yo to the yo-yo. My name is Jens, I'm here.
Wait, no! Stop!
Wow.
How can Steve punch cactus without getting hurt?
I know a cactus has prickly, but punching a tree probably hurts too.
Yeah.
Everyone just starts panicking.
Please like and subscribe. I've always wanted to say that. But really, you should. It's good stuff. In 2017, you voted for the terror that is the Phantom, and I personally have not forgiven you for
And,
that.
yeah,
In
the Phantom
2018,
sucks,
The
mate.
Taiga
That was
won your vote
2017?
with fantastic
Huh?
foxes. Last year, it was the Mountain.
You like the Phantom?
With our soon-to-be
I do like
friends,
the
the
Phantom.
Goats.
I mean, I do to an extent,
What
but
will
they get
you,
pretty
the
annoying after a little
Minecraft
while.
community, do this year? Let's review our choices once more. I was inspired by some of the amazing handcrafted things I've seen made by our community over the years.
Welcome back, Sarge.
So I decided to make my own versions of our 3 mob
Thanks for
choices.
reporting back, Sarge.
Hi, babies. For illustrative purposes, I think I did a pretty great job. Took me 3 months each. Anyway, all the way from Minecraft Dungeons, we have the Iceologer. They
Phantom
make
is meh.
clouds
Is that all to
that
scale?
smash down on whomever they are attacking. Not quite as chill as they look. From Minecraft Earth, we have the adorable Moobloom. I hear they may come with a new flower, the Buttercup. And I'm pretty sure they'll be best pals with bees.
We're getting all 3.
Also from Minecraft Earth,
We're getting all
the
3.
Glow Squid. As the tiny trio will surely
we're
attest,
just gonna get the
they
Moobloom.
sure are distracting to look at.
God, we're not getting the
first
Moobloom.
voting poll is now live on the Minecraft Twitter account. Make sure you're logged in, go to the poll right now, and click the mob you want to win. We'll check back in before we start the second and final
What are
poll.
you doing?
Now, though,
I'm going to vote.
I'd like to welcome
Oh, okay.
Laura to my desk to talk about the dungeoniest Minecraft game ever,
Right.
Minecraft
Notorious.
Dungeons. Hello, Laura.
Well,
Hi.
it said I
Thanks
could
for
vote.
having me.
Very excited that you're here.
Nice.
So, what do you do at Mojang Studios?
What up, Notorious?
I am a game designer, which
we got
means
mustard.
I am the one that gets to decide how difficult the bosses are. So I'm sorry about that one. You can blame me for that.
I think people
I
will
appreciate
blame
you
for that.
Make them difficult.
That's okay.
While
I can't
have
find the
you here
official
on the
voting page.
stage, which mob are you voting for?
If someone
I
finds
think
it.
if I don't say I am voting
it in
for
the
the
chat.
Isolager, my team will kill me. So,
What up,
but
Ridian?
it's an amazing mob.
Dude,
it
you
brings
right,
a lot
Dan.
of fun to Dungeons, and I think it will bring a lot of fun to Minecraft as well.
Okay. I figured you would say that, but I had to ask. So tell me about the launch of Dungeons this year.
Oh wow, that was quite the ride. It was such a crazy launch. I don't think anybody in the team expected to ever release
Dungeons
a game
was
from
cool.
home. So we were
I
all
didn't play
sitting
it.
in this like massive Teams call and like sharing
play it
streams
again.
with each other and sharing
It's
videos
one of those games
and
you can pick up and
comments
play
from
for like
players, and
15 or 20
it
hours
was
and then put
very
down.
good. It was fun in a different way.
What would you say was your favorite thing?
Let's build a
from the
cave-based
release?
video.
I think it was
Yeah,
how
I feel you.
people came together to play the game. It was very fun to see parents like show their children dungeon crawlers and children show their parents Minecraft. I don't know, it was very nice to see everyone just sit together and play and enjoy.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at what the community has done with what's come out so far.
Yeah.
Cannot actually believe that we like got close to the end and it was like, nope. Well, time to be blown up by more creepers. They absolutely hate you, these creepers. Oh yeah, Tom,
No,
you
we're
were
on
supposed to
to Dungeons now, which is better than Earth.
Oh god, yeah, I would definitely take Dungeons over Earth for sure.
So the Village Merchant, a really cool merchant, simple, straightforward items.
How can they
and
even
definitely
talk
a
about
nice addition
Minecraft
to the
Earth
game.
at this point?
A good replacement
Like, it's
for
not
the
like
Wandering
people are really
Trader.
going out and doing
Now
stuff.
let's go check in with our friend the Blacksmith here. This is
I think
definitely
they tried
something
to
that I'm looking forward to
ride the
because this
popularity
is
of
one of the
Pokemon
coolest
Go,
things that
but
has
it just
possibly
was
come
too
to the
late.
game.
It just didn't
Had they been first, it would have been amazing.
I agree.
What a great year that was. It was the last great year.
Oh boy. Alright,
Good
alright.
choose
I
the
see what's
Wilhelm
going on
stream.
here. I see what's going on here.
Väldigt bra! Hazmat suit! Hör du? Vänta tills jag har min raket du! Du ska få spö då! Nu jäklar ska ni få spö.
What would you do if one of us popped up on here?
Oh, I would freak the fuck out.
Monster! Stop killing the pandas!
Oh, we have to save the villager.
The voting is now open.
You
All
are
right,
free,
let's vote.
villager.
Can you put a link to it, Monkey?
Ooh, I got invisibility
Ooh,
potion. What is that?
와, 맵 엄청 많이 생겼네 이번에. 자, 크리퍼까지 깼고 늪지, 목장, 협곡, 레드스톤 광산 여기 거의 끝판대장급 아니야?
Yeah, the warden is sweet.
Holy smokes!
Thanks, Monkey.
Oh, the
All
warden
right,
is
everybody go vote for the Isologger.
Yeah, I put my Oh, look!
You mean the
There's a
Moo Blue?
No.
Kill the pig! The pig! Oh no! Red!
Moo Bloom is 100% right now.
That looks so fun.
Isologger's
Yeah,
at
it's so
100%.
cool to see people have fun with the game.
And it's fun to play and watch.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
now Isologger is.
I hope so at least.
But this week, you also had another launch.
Oh, this month it's been
Oh,
a crazy
all right.
month. Like we haven't stopped doing things. I feel we
we're at
released First the Creeping
37%
Winter together with
Glow
our
Squid.
new merchants and the new daily trials, which was awesome. I hope everyone loved it. We launched for xCloud, so now people can play on mobile, which is so
The
fun. I
Isologger's
really
going
like
to
that.
win.
And this week we just launched in
We'll
China,
see.
so now we
Listen,
get to welcome
there's a couple swing
our
states out
Chinese
there,
friends
I
to the
promise.
community, and
Isologger's got
I am
this.
super happy about that.
That's really exciting. Well, now we have a question from the
I
community.
like all the
for you.
clocks.
Right.
ということで私から質問です。マインクラフトダンジョンズをリリースされてから開発者が想定していなかったファンの反応やゲームの仕様などありましたでしょうか。またマインクラフトダンジョンズの今後について教えてください。今後どのようなコンテンツが
Still
リ
winning?
リ
Is winning
ー
right
ス
now.
される
Yeah,
のでしょう
it's
か。
still at
ぜひ教えてください。
37.5%.
よろしくお願いします。
Okay, he kind of
Oh,
snuck
here
two
we go.
questions into
We
that.
changed it a
Yes,
little bit.
but they were great questions, and thank you for sending them. Regarding the
Isologger's
first
catching
question, I think we were very excited to see how fast people found the secret mushroom level. Like, I was very confused about it as well, because we had worked very hard.
rather
on
watch
making
the
it
voting
very
right now.
secretive and having
If you
little
guys want to go back
snippets
to the
of
video,
things
let me
everywhere,
know.
but
But this is
players
more
are so
interesting to me.
smart. They
How
found
long
it
is the
so
voting
fast.
session?
So if you
20
haven't played the
minutes.
mushroom level, go check it out, because it's very fun.
And
I'm
the
not gonna sit here
second
and watch it
question?
the whole time, I
Right.
guess.
So that's what we are here to talk
Look,
about
it's pretty
today.
neck and neck.
We're gonna talk about our upcoming DLC that
Look
we
at how
prepared
many-
with our friends at Double 11, and that's called the Howling Peaks.
Yeah.
So
I
we're
guess I
going
need
to
to
the
retweet,
mountains
don't
with
I?
dungeons as
Oh,
well.
I should probably do
That's
the same
awesome.
thing.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at some live gameplay?
Yeah, let's check it out. We are very lucky today that we have 4 members of the Dungeons team with us. Here's Mariana at the Nintendo Switch. Hello. Here's Chris at the PC. Here's David at the PlayStation 4. And at the Xbox One, we have Annika. So we get to show you here for the first time cross-play, which we're very excited about.
I'm
so
pretty
people
excited
can play
about that,
together
actually.
from everywhere.
That's exciting.
And yeah, that's our
What is
first
it?
look at the mountains biome.
Crossplay.
Coming to dungeons.
Full crossplay.
Already I see a goat right there.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were so happy. We asked the
I want 'em to do
Minecraft
that for
team if we could
Minecraft.
bring
Like,
goats
come on,
to
it's time.
dungeons, and they said yes.
Oh my god.
So we get to
Isologger
release them a
and
bit
Glow
first in
Squid
dungeons,
are
so
both
we're
at
super excited about that. They're
36.3%.
equally as mischievous. Yes.
So I
Dude,
see a
that's
lot of
neck and
wind coming
neck.
out of these grates.
Yes, wind is a mechanic that
How's
we're
the
gonna
Moo Bloom
explore
even
a
got
lot
27.4?
in the mountains missions.
I told you, dude. People
And,
love the
the
Moo
players will
Bloom.
be both
It's all those
challenged by
stupid
it and
Minecraft
will be able to
earthers.
use it. So the wind will push the player, so you need to be a bit careful. But at the same time, you'll be able to use it to solve puzzles, push items, and open doors and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's
Look
awesome.
at the
What
top
is this?
comment. Glow Squid,
Right,
glow
so
squid, glow squid.
yeah, our mountains biomes are so tall that the player will need to find
Goat,
new
piss
ways
cow.
to traverse the levels. So
Do
that's
not
a mountain
ruin for the
lift,
people.
And there's
What?
gonna be full of like these little contraptions all around.
That seems like a really fun new mechanic.
Yes. Yeah, the goats are all around, and you need to be careful with them.
Yeah, I
they,
saw them attack.
Yes, they're really gonna push you out of the edge if you're not too careful.
So leave the goats alone.
Yes, leave the goats alone. That's very important.
They're getting a mountain
and as
update
you'll see in a
too.
bit, the iceologers that you can find in this mission.
You voted
and
Glow
in all the
Squid?
mountains missions are very ready for the weather, so they are wearing
Acceptable
their little
vote.
cozy clothes, and they're wind resistant, which means that while the player will be challenged by the wind, the isologers won't.
I get it. The Glow Squid's pretty
These
cool.
are new mobs called the Wind Callers.
I
and
feel
that's
like-
a Ravager coming for the first time to Minecraft
Like, if
Dungeons.
you just
That's
look at
another
them
Minecraft
individually.
mob that we get to welcome. They're
So
quite
the Glow
sturdy.
Squid does
What do the
the
wind
least.
colours?
Right, the Wind
Like,
Callers.
they're
spawn
coming out with a
draft
mountain
of wind
update and a
right
cave
under the
update,
player,
right?
and they push the player up.
So
the player gets
they're going to
full
give us a
damage.
squid?
Okay.
It's very important to deal with them quick or run
But the
away.
isologers
because
in
they're
the
gonna
biome
be-
that they're coming out with.
They're going to be painful. To
It just
combat
doesn't make
otherwise.
sense to me the way they did this.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job against these wind callers.
Yes, our adventurers
Oh.
are strong.
You feel me?
Okay.
Ooh.
then you're at 3 Ravagers.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting
Glow Squid is
one.
winning so far.
But so far, I can see
Must
that
take my leave.
all
Have
the consoles
fun.
are
Later,
working very
Steve.
neatly
Bye,
together. We're
Steve.
super happy about that. It's been progressing very nicely, and we hope everyone can soon play together. Oh,
Yeah, I'll be back
that
in a
was an
second.
All right.
isologer. I wanted to say, like,
Uh,
that's
Ridian,
my
look.
favorite mob, but, you know,
But
it
it
went
didn't
too
stay
fast.
around too long.
Yes,
All right, we're leading up to this big Ravager battle.
yes. But I think we can let our adventurers deal with the Ravagers.
Not very well.
No. Yeah.
So, with all of this, you also have a new game mode coming.
Yeah, the game mode is coming very, very soon, and
A
it's
new
going to be
game
for all the
mode?
players for free. And
Oh
that's
wait,
called
this isn't
Apocalypse
Minecraft. Dang it, I got so excited for a
which
second.
means that we're making the game just, you know, harder a bit at a time. Yeah.
When you
we're
call
very
something
excited.
Apocalypse, it sounds very hard.
Yeah, and Apocalypse Plus means that it gets even harder. So hopefully players get to find new challenges, and we found different ways to tweak the balance. So
It's
the
because of
challenge
that
is
comment from Dream.
different every time.
It's Dream.
But, okay, that's a lot of stuff. You're working on even more new things for Dungeons.
We're working on a ton of stuff. I feel we've been so busy. It's crazy. But yeah, we have today a little video with a lot of work in progress. Work in progress, though.
Very work in
Yes. But yeah, I think we should look at the video.
Wait, that's my line.
I'm sorry.
Pretty cool.
Alrighty, what are we at?
Dungeons.
Still on dungeons? Yo, Glow Squid is taking a bigger lead, my guy.
It's because that's Dream that put that comment in there. That's the reason why he's getting so many retweets and stuff. So he's got his whole... Anybody who's a fan of his voting for Glow Squid. Because he is the biggest thing in Minecraft right now. You know who Dream is, right, Glum?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Dang it. It's not looking good, is it?
Oh, yo, my Dominoes is here. I see them pulling up the driveway. I'll be right back.
One of my favorite things we do at Mojang Studios is Minecraft Education Edition. Students
hungry.
around the world are able to learn in exciting and interactive ways using the game as a
Does anybody
learning-based
know how long
platform.
this event is?
Students
Is it
and
like 2
teachers in
hours?
115
1 hour?
countries around the world
1.5?
are able to collaborate, learn, and share together.
We don't
Minecraft
know,
has
do we?
always been a way to connect people, and we've seen that now more than ever with Minecraft Education Edition being used in remote learning. When you're in the game, you don't have to feel so far away from your classmates. From creating graduation ceremonies in Japan, to creating first day orientations for American universities, to teachers doing virtual meetups. We've seen students and teachers using the game in incredible ways.
Needs to be the Glow
Today,
Squid.
we're launching our first ever
I guess.
Minecraft
I guess that's
Education
what we're gonna
Edition
get, guys.
global challenge for students
I'm fine
around
with
the
that.
world
It's-
to build a better world with us.
Over the past few months,
We'll get them all eventually.
we've seen wildlife roam through cities while humans stayed inside. Without cruise ships and ferries around, dolphins visited the port of Cagliari in Sardinia, Italy, and wild boar roamed the streets of Barcelona. But what if animals could share space with humans all the time? Today, we're
they've got
kicking off the
pandas in
first ever
Minecraft.
Minecraft Education Global Build Championship and asking students around the world
You
to
voted Ice
design
Logger?
and build
Thank you,
healthy
Major.
spaces for humans and animals to coexist
You should get
together.
a promotion.
What will you build?
Hey, I'm Ayana. I'm a developer in the Minecraft team. If I were to participate in the Global Build Challenge, I'd build a series of underwater tubes so we could transport things without disturbing the aquatic life.
Hello everyone, I'm OMG Chad, and if I were to design a build for the Global Championship, I would make a house with a habitat for my cats on top, and I would call it a Habicat.
どうもこんにちはカーボンです。僕だったら日本っぽい建築で勝負したい。
Is that OMG Chad?
Yeah.
Hola, nosotros somos los hermanos.
Love
Miller, y
OMG
si estuviéramos
Chad.
Participando en la dinámica mundial de Minecraft, construiríamos unas viviendas camufladas con la vegetación del entorno para que los animales no se espanten. ¡Participa!
Design and build your own solution in Minecraft Education Edition. For the chance to win mine coins, awesome Minecraft gear, and a video chat
What
with
was
Mojang
that?
Studios. The championship opens today.
I voted.
Oh, it was a
Ice
trophy.
Logger.
It was a trophy.
Yeah, same. I voted Ice Logger for sure.
You can register today and download the Championship World Template. We can't wait to see your amazing ideas, and Jens and I can't wait to see the winner on video chat. We get the awesome prize of chatting with you no matter who wins. For those of you who don't have Education Edition, we have something for you too. Our education team has already added amazing free lessons to Minecraft Marketplace. We've also been working with some amazing educators on a new series about diversity and inclusion coming this fall.
Hi, Minecraft Live. I'm Kenneth Shelton, and along with my fellow educators, Felisa Ford and Natasha Rochelle, we've been building a series of Minecraft lessons that will help people explore topics of social justice, equity, identity, and tolerance. The first of these lessons is called Good Trouble, and it's
Okay.
based on the life and philosophy of Congressman and civil rights activist John Lewis. The additional lessons continue teaching about
That's cool.
social justice from across the world and through time, from Black Lives Matter to Malala's quest in Pakistan to achieve equal education for girls, to the civil rights movement of 1960s America, to the women's suffragette movement, and more. We can't wait to share these important lessons with the Minecraft community.
I'm looking forward to playing through the Good Trouble lessons myself. Together with the Minecraft community, we commemorated Juneteenth with contributions to the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, Equal Justice Initiative, and the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. We're proud to continue supporting organizations that fight for equity and equality in the world by making an additional donation today to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. This brings our 2020 contributions to over $2 million. Beyond this, we continue to look within our company, our products, and ourselves
Man.
for how we can help create a more inclusive world.
Blue Squid's gonna do it.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Now it's time for a brand new segment of our show. You may have
Well, they're
missed
destroying
our
the Moo
next
Bloom.
guest during the Minecraft update segment, but not to worry. You're about
feel
to
like
get
all the
some
Moo Bloomers are
dedicated time
Hufflepuff.
with the one and only Jeff. Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much.
It was very different not having you in the Minecraft update section.
Yes, yes, it's a little bit different this year since we always want the ones that are actually working on the features of the games to be the ones to get to talk about them, because we feel that it gets more genuine in that way.
So what are you working on then?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, of course, I still spend a lot of time with Vanilla and Agnes and the team, but I now work with all our projects, all our games, and like the board games, and try to support our developers and designers to capture the Minecraft feeling and make them fit together. But honestly, everyone's so talented, so it's actually quite an easy job. But to help everyone, both in Stockholm and in Redmond, I wrote a book, a Minecraft game design book.
Cute.
Are you trying to sell that to everyone in the audience?
That's cute.
Watching?
No, this is only for Mojang Studios employees. It contains a lot of secrets. But it was helpful when the team grew to kind of explain my thoughts and ideas about Minecraft. And for Vanilla in particular, there are some guiding principles that are going to help us continue updating the game for many years to come.
But you did decide to share some today, so people can kind of see what's in the Jeb game design book.
Absolutely. So one of these guiding principles is it maybe sounds obvious, but
one of those votes doesn't count.
It's always one block at a time. You place one block, you remove one block, you pull one lever.
Yeah, we'll just mod it in the game.
Trigger one TNT, and of course that causes a big explosion. But at the core, the interaction is always one block at a time. And it's not only important for the way you play the game, but it's also if you're playing together with someone, let's say you're building a house or something, then I will be able to observe what you're doing and quickly understand where you're going, and then I can help you, and every block counts. If you would just copy paste or make templates and such, then it would be a little bit harder to collaborate. And also Minecraft is a lot about the journey to create your massive castle or whatever. But so it's important to we retain that feeling.
And you have another principle, but it applies pretty directly to a community question that we have.
你会加入更多天气或者自然灾害到我的世界中吗？像是暴风雪或者是大雾天气。
Yes, that's some stuff that would add some immersion.
我的世界的中国玩家大家好，感谢你的提问。
Wow, yes.
Yes. The Chinese community inspired me to try to take on a new language, but I have a long way to go, honestly. But about the question, if we're going to add things like natural disasters, that kind of contradicts one of our other guiding principles, that bad things happen, but they're technically the player's fault.
Okay, they're the player's fault.
I saw that post the other day.
In the sense that it was either caused by a player, like a griefer or summoning the wither, or a player was nearby, such as when a creeper explodes. So whenever something bad happens, we want to make sure that the players are either actively taking part of that or have a way to prevent it from happening. And an earthquake or a tornado would obviously destroy something that you've spent hours.
Yeah, we don't want to
building.
destroy anything.
But there's definitely a few I can think of that
Yes.
maybe fall outside
Yes,
of this principle.
there are still a few cases like Endermen can grab a block and maybe wreck up some redstone, or you can have an unlucky wolf running into your sheep garden. But there's also the worst thing is of course lightning strikes that can set your whole house on fire. But I'm hoping that
1%
Agnes
difference.
and the team may have a plan for that.
Exciting.
Mhm.
So what's the last feature you were active in developing?
Yes,
Oh, I got 'em.
the last feature I did was the netherite feature. I thought that was a very important
Thanks,
part of the
Notorious.
Nether update that
Not paying
I wanted to
attention.
help
Eating my pizza.
where I can.
How is that pizza?
I don't want to.
I've got some
since
Chinese
I'm
I
working
can
with
heat
so
up.
many different projects now. I don't want to do something halfway.
I was gonna wait until after this
and
is
then kind
over.
of leave it to the team to fix my bugs. So I try to be a little bit hands off. But recently, I've of course also been working a little bit on making combat test snapshots.
That leads us to another community question.
Combat.
Hey, I'm Dan TDM, and I would love to know what kind of combat mechanic changes are being made to Minecraft Java Edition.
What are we
Yes,
getting?
and that's an excellent question. We currently have a problem that on the 2 different editions of the game there are different combat mechanics or combat systems, and that's bad both for us as designers that have to take both systems into account, but also bad for the community that wants to have the same experience. So the main objective is to reach parity. But I still want to make sure that we make a system that is kind of fits with the building and that doesn't distract too much from building, but still gives us this depth that allows us to design interesting behaviors. Also, I want to make sure that it works both good in both player versus environment. That means adventuring and players versus player. And I want to make sure that it feels good playing both with mouse and keyboard. And when you're on a controller, you don't get tired by frequently pressing the trigger. And we also want to improve touch, like
you
the touch
need a
experience.
space after the-
So
in the stream
it's a
elements
lot
message
a lot to do.
about golden carrots.
But
I think
you said you
I think I
weren't
could
working
probably
on
do
feature
that.
development, but
Yeah,
then
it's
you
true.
are working on combat.
Yes, I mean, of course, it's a little bit hard to keep your hand out of the feature cookie jar.
Oh my gosh.
But in this case, I also felt that this was an
I
area
think
where
we need
could
a
help,
food or diet
the
update.
team, so they could
Like
focus
balance
on
your
more
diet,
survival.
'cause we have-
content
yeah, make it more
updates.
survival.
But at some point,
We have such a
in the
variety
future,
of,
I will, of course, dump this on the
you know,
team.
food, but
Okay, so exactly
why would you
what
want
you
anything
said, you
besides
don't
golden
wanna do.
carrots
And they will
or
have
steak
to
for
carry
that
it over
matter?
the finish line. That's
true.
Piss cow is
Now,
trending right now.
Speaking of
Jeez.
combat, we just had
That
a really
sucks.
cool announcement about
it's kinda
Alex and
funny.
Steve coming to Super Smash Brothers.
Yes, and that is so amazing. And
That is amazing.
just like I said, like my
Rose Squid is winning
job
it, dude.
gets
I
easy
know.
because everyone's so talented, and just in this case, Sakurai-san and his
Oh,
team.
wow.
They really understand Minecraft and have made an.
I'm
absolutely
surprised. I
amazing,
really am.
Honestly, I am
Smash
too.
Brothers fighter.
And
I thought-
Sakurai has
I thought
also
for
made
sure.
a really amazing video for all of us in the community.
マインクラフトライブをご覧の皆さん
I never thought I'd see him
ダ
on
イ
a
アント
Minecraft
スマッ
video.
シュブ
This
ラ
is
ザー
great.
ズディレクター空野桜井正弘です、スマブラにマインクラフトのダウンロ
Oh,
ード
hell,
コンテンツ
King
が導
Sakurai.
入されますスティーブやアレックスが参戦することが決定しマインクラフトライブ前に特別放送をお届けしたのですが見ていただけたでしょうかもしまだの方は
Oh, that's some ledge
スマブ
guarding
ラで
right
ある
there.
ことを忘れるぐらい
It won by
マインクラフトのスピンオフとして
2%.
も
Is voting over?
相当にすごい
There's still another round of
表
voting.
現を行っています発売までもう少しだけお時間いただきますスティーブがマリオと戦うアレックスがピカチュウと戦う
Oh,
ゾンビやエンダーマンをアクションゲームで操作できるリンクやカービィやソニックやロックマンやクラウドやリュウなど
interesting.
有名キャラクターとの共演が楽しめます そして私も、マインクラフトファンの一人です。マインクラフトライブでの、発表を楽しみにしています。それでは。
That was a really big secret to keep.
Yes, and it was a really hard secret to keep even in the studio because it was super secret. But it has been so much fun to work on.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the community reaction.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna switch gears here.
See what she did there?
Famous saying
Switch
within the office, which
gears.
is the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft.
See what you did.
And why do you think that?
Oh,
yeah, I suppose
Premium,
the
we'll
quote
play
has
it
kind of
sometime.
gotten a life of its own.
It definitely has.
But yes, I
No, the voting just
I think,
ended, and look.
Minecraft unleashes
Glow Squid.
people's creativity and helps them collaborate.
But there's a
also
second round of
teaches
voting
them
coming
things
up,
like
so
geometry, languages,
anything
and math.
could happen.
So yes, I do think that the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. But I know that you also are very engaged.
We don't know yet, Major.
Building a better world.
They gave us some information at the beginning, and then basically said, "All right, now here's all our filler stuff that not as many people care about."
Because
And
of all
then
the
they're going to give
amazing
us
things that
another
people do
update
with
at the
it,
end.
From Education Edition, and something I'm extremely passionate about is Block by Block, which is our partnership with UN Habitat, and it's really helping people reimagine their public space and then have it built.
I love this place. It's such a nice area, but it has not always been like this.
Well, before, the area felt very cold and unsafe.
Basically, it was just an abandoned place.
Block by Block is a program created by Mojang and UN Habitat where we use Minecraft to help community members redesign their neighborhoods. Kosovo has been impacted by years of conflict.
I know, Major.
And in those situations, we often see communities divided
I'll
and
take the
public
squid
spaces
there.
neglected.
I am pretty excited about this.
It was a really cool project because even the little kids like me could help out with make the city a better place.
They got to use Minecraft to sketch and try different solutions about how the space could be improved.
It was very fun because you felt like to be able to help the
They
city while just playing.
actually
After
use
that, the ideas were
Minecraft
presented to local architects
to help
and city
design an
planners,
area of
and
the
later
city.
that year, construction started.
That's amazing.
That is really cool.
It's been 5 years since we participated in the program, and the street since then has become more developed and it is now more frequented than before. It seemed kind of unbelievable that this was made with Minecraft.
So seeing my own idea as a kid, changing a whole area in my city, it was very special to me.
Josh
Damn Griffin! Oh, Josh Damn Griffin coming in here cheering the 500 biddies. Josh, I love your face,
Finance
buddy.
decision makers have changed their
Look at
perspective
this.
because maybe they realize that we can make a change.
They redesigned a city in Minecraft.
You want the people who live in that community.
Yeah, this
to
is
be asked
amazing.
about
That is
what's
really
gonna
cool.
happen in that community. So
I'm
this
late,
is a
but I made it,
perfect
my
example.
dudes.
The community was
Well,
asked.
I'm
the
just glad
community
you're here.
decided, the community designed, and the community is using it.
I'm probably gonna be like really happy and be like, "Hey friends, I made this."
Damn, boy. Yes, Josh Damn
Jens,
Griffin, you sure
must
can.
have seen a lot of amazing things
confess.
because you're about to hit your 10-year anniversary at Mojang Studios in like 2 or 3 months.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, it has been an amazing journey these 10 years, and I have had so much fun working on Minecraft. But of course, I'm also a Minecraft player, and we're all like with the community. And
Yes, Josh.
in the end, it's really
Damn
the
Griffin.
players and the community that gives.
You may
everything its
confess it
purpose.
right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And from
You've
myself
never played
as part of the
Minecraft?
community, I just want to
All
say,
right, I'm gonna
like,
ban him.
thank you for the 10 years and
he's
all that
leaving.
you've done
He's never
for
coming
Minecraft.
back.
It's made a huge difference. In
You
my
know what?
life,
No,
and I
no, this
think
has
many
inspired
people
me.
watching right now.
Thank you.
We have to get them to play Minecraft.
Thank you so much, Jens.
Okay.
Last year at Live, we announced the Nether update. Maybe since
It's
then,
gonna
you've been
happen, Josh
wondering
Damn
about
Griffin.
what it would be like to attend a Nether ballet.
And I'm just going to
Wanna
let you
more?
know
Our friends at
that
Element
when it takes
Animation
hold,
will dance us through
it
all
takes
the new
hold.
Nether features.
What is this? Oh God, Diamond. Yeah. What is going on?
I don't even know.
Fortnite's, it's not the same. That's a game that will live and die. Minecraft is a game that will just always exist.
For sure. What in the world did we just watch?
I don't know.
The results of the first round of voting are in. The round which determined
Blue Squid.
which mob's dreams would be dashed, with no hope of making it into the final round. And it was intense.
It was.
But sadly, let's all say a fond farewell to the poor Moo Bloom. Then forget it ever
I was
existed,
hoping he would just
because
throw
it's
it.
time to vote again. We are now down to the Isolager and the Glow Squid. And in the first round, they were quite close. I'm quite interested to see where the voters of the Moo Bloom will go. If you missed the first round of voting, make sure you get in on this one. It determines which one of these two makes it into Minecraft. I know who I'll be voting for. The final voting poll is live now. This is your chance to have a say in what goes into Minecraft. So don't leave
Why not
yourself
just add
out.
them all?
Log into
Oh, for
Twitter
sure.
and go vote.
Put it up. It's not live yet. He said it was live now.
Hello, I'm Quinn, head of
Yeah,
the
he
Marketplace
lied.
Partner
I hate
Program, and I'm joined by two of my favorite people. How about you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Fanny. I'm a developer on the Creator
Somebody to
Systems
let us know
team.
when it's live.
And what we
Yeah,
do
just
is
put the
create,
link in the-
create tools for our creator
chat.
community. And some of them are very visible, and we're going to talk about them later. Some others are more behind the scenes, and that help our creators make content that is more efficient and reliable, like the schedule command that is coming out soon.
Man, I am drinking a
I'm
lot of water
Jason.
today.
I'm a developer in the engine team, and
mean
we've
a
been
lot of
responsible
pizza.
for a lot of the modding
Pizza
type
sounds
capabilities
good.
that have come to Bedrock over the last couple of years.
That's super cool. So your teams help make creator tools for all of our incredible marketplace partners all around the world to help make content for you. And the best part is all these features can be used by all creators. So what do you have to show us today?
Yeah, so for the last couple of years, we've been doing a lot of work
This is
with
Bedrock.
the entities in the game. So this time, we've
Hey!
doubled down and gotten it so that
Thank you,
we
guys.
focused
Thank you,
on
guys.
items and blocks. So as part of that, I've made a custom crop to kind of show off a lot of the capabilities. So over the summer, everyone at Mojang Studios was given tomato seeds to try
Blue
and grow a
Squid's
tomato
got
plant
it.
at home. So I thought that was kind of
Just a
perfect
second, boys.
inspiration to go make a crop. So you can interact and place the seeds, use the crops. See, they're kind of growing. We got a couple of them getting to the flower stage. Got a few now that I can actually go pick. So in this case, I've made them work like the sweet berry bush, where you can just right-click on them. But I think tomatoes taste disgusting, so I thought it was better to make them as something you can throw. So Quinn and I had some fun. We were throwing them around. It's harmless, or sort of harmless.
Yeah, totally harmless.
Yeah.
You knocked me into the lava.
It was mostly by accident. But tomatoes will actually rot on the vine as well, and if they rot for too long, you get a little rotten tomato monster that can spawn from it. So I'm gonna fight him off here. But yeah, he throws rotten tomatoes. They don't fly as far as a regular tomato, but they knock you back a lot more.
They don't fly as far as a regular
Kind of
tomato. What did I
based off
come
all
in
this
on?
stuff, I think tomatoes maybe aren't the best idea. So I'm going to get rid of all my plants and never grow them again.
Yeah, I agree with you on this
Yeah.
one. So all these
healthy.
they are pretty healthy.
You can't quit before you
So
begin.
with all of these new custom crops, creators can go
The
and
squid's
make some
gonna
really
win,
cool
dude.
kind of like farming style maps.
Oh, definitely. So like, I think crops are a great example of showing off how they all can kind of come together, because you get the items that you
Don't
can get
know.
there.
Don't
Normally
know.
you would eat the item, but or you can
Good
make
question,
projectiles. But they also have the ability to get
Straight up
events that are
aggro?
fired
Yes,
from
give it
things
to
like
us.
a tick event. So as that event is fired, you can make the
And the
block
glow squid,
run
what it
through
does?
multiple stages of growth.
If you listen, you can hear it.
and
It'll go.
eventually get to the point like you can choose like what loot spawns at various stages of growth and stuff like that.
That's what it does. Is it
Yeah, I thought it
swims.
was really cool how you could like interact with them like a normal berry bush, but then get the tomato out.
Yeah, it's just another it's an interactive event that you
So
can
we
key
get
into.
tomatoes to throw.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then there's a tomato monster there at the end too.
Yeah, I call him Tomo.
Little Tom, it's so cute.
Yeah.
It's not even scary, but yeah, it's an example of what you can do with them combining events and commands. That's one of the features that our creators have requested for so long, just having commands to be able to run them when something happens. So now instead of also in addition to doing it with actors, you can also do it with blocks and
Yeah.
items.
At the
in
moment-
this case, as the flower is rotting, you can disappear that crop and also summon
Yes.
a tomato monster, a Tomo monster.
Yes. Well, that's really cool because like I can totally see creators like using all of those combinations of features to make some like really cool like adventurous maps.
Yeah. Like for
Mushu
example, the
move,
little
sun
adventure
move.
that we can
Sun
show
move.
you, where we were going
Yeah,
to the
it's gone.
desert,
It's out.
and then we found this mysterious golden skull and also an
this.
equally mysterious pedestal in
It's
the
got
middle
it,
of the
dude. It's
desert.
got it.
So we decided to place our golden
There's already been
skull
a
over there and see
500,000
what happens.
votes.
And yes, we have a mountain that is hollow. And as the brave warriors that we are, we went exploring. And obviously, we found some creepy monsters inside. Luckily, we have our trusty custom sword to fight them off.
Oh, that helps.
I'm not sure if we even survived that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very safe.
No,
Oh.
not at all.
But that pedestal, that's
Right,
I know that's one of the
Josh?
most requested features, block models.
Yeah, so I've been super excited that we finally be able to get block models in.
But that's
Something
how
we wanted to do
everything
for
is.
years, and we were finally able to work on them and get them in. So we got it working with using the same formats that we've been using for the entities, so the same tools that people have been using to build custom mobs, they can use to
I have
build
to mute
the
for
blocks
just a
with.
minute.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't even have to like
Dogs are
learn
gonna
a
be
new
barking.
skill. You can just
Apologize.
Now
use
it's
the.
almost identical.
That's awesome. And then I noticed on the hotbar with the golden skull, there was like a little red triangle. What was that?
Yes, it's a new feature that we're calling item lock. I don't know if you found yourself sometimes just going through some content and you have this special item and then you die and you lose it, or maybe you drop it accidentally. Now we've made it so that creators can actually lock something on your inventory so that when you die or you press Q, it won't go away. That way you don't lose your mysterious golden skull to unlock the next stage.
So nice.
I was gonna say that makes it super easy because I've definitely been in an
Oh my
adventure
God,
map and
guys,
I
I'm
lost the
so
key on
full.
accident, and then I had to go and
I just
try and
ate
fix
Full
it.
of what?
And then when you place
whole
the skull,
pizza.
there was a lot going on in the background.
whole
Like
large
there's three
pizza.
features to talk about right there. The first one is like
Oh.
we wanted to give more power to creators with cameras. And this one is just a small one where we just shake the screen. I don't know if you noticed that one. And then you can help
Premium
players
goes
convey something
as he
like
walks away. He's not
there's
even
an
gonna
earthquake going
notice.
on,
Oh
or maybe
my
something's
God.
going to about to fall.
I will say
over
thank you for
so
him,
you
Ghost.
can do
Thank you
that
so
with
much for
Disney.
that sub.
Premium
dinosaurs.
Ghost. I heard it as I walked by. Thank you for the
Yes.
subscription.
The second
Can
one that
we
we noticed there
can we
is,
hook the premium up with a shout out?
instructors. You can now
Yeah.
place them using commands.
Amazing
whereas
Minecraft
before you had to be
content
using
creator.
Instructor block, which is
Check
more
'em out.
complicated and time consuming.
Thanks, Premium.
Now you can do it
I'll be
much
back.
more easily. And as part of those commands, you can now animate the structure placement. For those that know this, like the mountain was opening and that was just a structure animating. We provide a couple of effects. One is just like a 3D printing animation and the other one is layer by layer. And yeah, you can combine them to just achieve very cool effects.
Yeah, I can see like creators, using those to add just another level of polish to their world.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And then I recognize those scorpions.
Yeah, well, the desert theme, it felt appropriate to bring them back. They've always been one of my personal favorite custom mobs that I've ever built.
Yeah,
Right,
but
yeah,
after
guys, I
watching
had
that video
no
for
idea
so
what we were
long, I
watching.
ended up having a nightmare about
it's
having
official
to rescue my
Minecraft
mom
stuff,
from
so it's
some
not like
aliens riding scorpions. It was
third-party
creepy.
mods
sorry,
or
that was
anything
not
like
the
that.
intention.
It was creepy and funny.
But I'm so
Yeah.
lost.
Well, speaking of aliens, I know our team put together a
Yo,
really
Josh.
cool sci-fi parkour.
Did you not
map
realize that I was
well,
here
they made
too?
you run through,
Like,
Jason.
in chat with
Yeah,
Colonel Mustard?
I'm pretty sure
Okay,
they
I'm
knew
here.
this when they asked me to run through it.
That was
but
me when
I'm
you
pretty
joined in. It was
awful
like
at
Josh.
parkour.
Damn,
So it took a few tries to get us.
That was
clean run
the
through.
professor of plums.
But at the beginning,
What are
here,
we
it's a
watching right
pretty
now? What is
typical sort of
this?
Parkour map of running and jumping.
on. Yeah, I have
no
We
idea.
definitely have some.
It's just people in
twist
their
up ahead.
adventure maps. I
And
apologize
here's
for the
kind of
dogs,
first one
guys.
of- even I know I can't make that jump. So let's see what's in the chest. And we got a Sliminator. So I'm pretty sure you know what to do here. So now, hopefully, I will jump and be able to clear this gap. And please, yes. Make it up. So to get teleported to the next section, kind of make it along and see what next obstacle we have. So now I know the chests have useful things in them. So we got a blockinator.
For map
and
creators?
we'll throw that across.
Yeah.
And get a little platform. Now I can
Yeah,
make
but this
jump.
is, I think this is all
Even
for
I can make that
Bedrock.
And we got the hot dog, or
Doesn't
cyber
look like
dog,
Bedrock.
and float up. But it poisoned me, so I needed to use the antidote to rescue me there.
This is just
Make across and get
I don't
through
know what
here.
this
Now we
is.
got a wall in the way, so let's see what tool we have to get through the wall. That's one, and insta presto, and get through here. Keep going along. And this should be our last obstacle here. But I can see the teleport pad, but I can't quite get to it. But that shaft up above looks promising, along with the ladder.
Shaft looks promising, Plum.
Go up, see what gets here. Fall down. And block breaks. I can get to the teleporter. And Fanny's already there.
You made
of course. Yeah, finally.
Only died 86
Wow, that's 86
times.
I love the
That's
just
pretty
the
good.
aesthetic of that too, as well, like all the art and things. So those teleport blocks,
Yeah, that's
those seem
pretty
like a really
cool.
cool way to add like another level of immersion to the worlds you're creating.
Yeah, with data-driven items and blocks, we get so many new events that you can act on. Like, for example, in the case of the teleporters, you can step on
Alright,
it.
I
and then
really
an
want
event
them to
will
get
trigger,
back
and you can
to,
react in so many
Minecraft.
ways. You can have
Seriously, let's
particles, or
go.
in this case, for example, you run a series of commands that just teleport you to the
Like
next
we're losing
area.
people left and
That's
right.
awesome. And I love the Slaminator, the Blockinator,
ain't
and the
my
Magic
fault.
Wand. I've never seen items do that before.
It's Minecraft.
Yeah, so that's another example of how combining the
Do you
same
think they
thing
have
you
enough
can
wood
achieve so
back
many
there?
different effects. For example, the Sliminator was just using the vent and the and the fill command, right, to replace the blocks at the
I like
bottom
that,
with the
rug,
slimes.
that
Then
carpet.
the next one, we have the wand, and that
That's
one is
pretty
just
cool.
replacing blocks with air. And then we also had the Blockinator, which allowed you to walk by placing some blocks, replacing air with blocks. So just by combining events and the same command in different ways, you achieve so many cool effects.
Yeah, so it's just small little simple things you can combine in lots of different ways
Mhm.
and get a wide variety of results.
And even that Blockinator allowed you to make that jump.
Yes.
And then I also saw that there was messing with mob effects too as well.
Yeah, so we've had an example
I
of
know,
custom
Plum.
food in there.
Mhm.
But in addition to just
Well,
satisfying hunger
all
like
but-
a food
all
normally
but
does, you can
9.
add and remove mob effects.
Truth.
So we had the Cyber Dog that gave 3 effects, the levitation,
Well, and my gosh, if they just
nausea,
put out some
and
more
poison.
Minecraft news
And
instead
then
of
we
this
had the
crap.
antidote that went
Yeah,
actually
no, I'm not
only
really
removed 2 of
super
them.
interested
So
in
unlike
this.
a bucket of
However,
milk that
other
removes
people
all
are,
mob
for sure.
effects, you can make things that remove very specific things.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and then it seemed like you got, after you use that, or after you use the magic wand to get through that wall, it seemed like you were stuck, but there was something else that was going on there.
Oh yeah, so there is the block that was in my way. So we made it so that another one of these events, similar to the on step on, is
want
we
them
also
to
have
go
an
back
on
to
fall.
That's right,
So in
right,
this case,
Monkey?
it was just an on fall.
They should have just done it all at the beginning instead of saying, "But tune in till the
You have
end."
to fall at least 10 blocks or something like that.
I mean, it's
and
like
when you
a
land on it, you then
newscaster
break
being
the
like,
block, similar to
how
what,
you can
like
earn $1
tomato
million?
plant and other
We'll
things
tell
that we
you
saw
tonight
earlier.
at 9.
And it seemed like it took you quite a few tries to make it through, but
No, it's
Danny was
not.
able to do it first try.
That's like waiting until 9,
86
and then they
times.
saying, "All right, here's half the
Yeah.
information, but at the end of the
One new
program,
feature
we'll
that
give
we
you the
have
rest
is
of the
that
story."
On raw text, you'll be able to show the names of the players that are of interest at that moment, and also show scores.
it's
like in this
un-American
case,
and
we
it
were
ain't
talking
right.
How many times Mayor was dying?
Yeah. Well, thank you both for coming on to the stage and talking a little bit about these creator tools and new features
Mhm.
that are coming out. And with these new features, there's going to be a pretty amazing new thing coming out later this year for all Minecraft players.
Remember, GDL will not be held
Anything's
responsible
possible in
the event
Minecraft,
of a
Josh.
likely death.
Damn, Griffin.
That is very true.
Come
here.
Your descent will begin in 3, 2,
Daddy!
1.
A pumpkin? Yeah.
Hello, mustard
Show him
tree.
your pumpkin. She got pumpkins.
We know you've waited a long time for this update, and if you thought the first set of features for the caves were awesome, It's time for even more awesomeness.
We're finally getting the
Agnes
Java
and Mir
news,
from the
guys.
Vanilla Minecraft gameplay team
Josh with the
are here to
Timbitties,
tell us
thank
what
you.
else is coming to the caves and the cliffs update. Hello, welcome.
Hey.
How does it feel?
It's so amazing. It's so awesome to finally be able to share that with everyone.
Yes, it feels great, and we have, looked a bit at tweets during the break, and
we have some more tweets.
We have more tweets.
Yes.
Wireless redstone.
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
yes. And there will be so many cool things you can build with that, and the warden. It's amazing to see all the excitement.
It's so cool.
Mir, you recently joined the Mojang Studios team.
Yes, I joined this year, but honestly, I'm not completely sure how that happened, and not just joining Mojang. I'm not really sure how I'm here in Minecraft Live, because like just last year I was home, glued to the stream. I had to know what the next thing is coming to Minecraft, and today it's not only that I get to share that,
the whole mustard,
I get to
the whole
work
set
on some of those things. So it's fairly incredible. But yeah, I've been developing games for a few years now, and more recently I've actually worked with this non-profit organization called Games for Peace, which is an amazing organization which basically uses games to promote peace. Like he takes kids from areas of conflict all around the world and sits them down to play Minecraft. And sometimes it's kids that don't even share a language, so they can't talk. So Minecraft is the language they share. Minecraft is what helps them connect and get to know each other and creates friendships, right? And it was amazing being part of that.
It's so cool.
Was
I
that a
mean,
mustard
sometimes
seed?
I feel
Yes,
like,
it
oh, I
was.
know all the
Hello,
amazing
squids.
things that are
Think
happening
somebody
with
needed a
Minecraft,
nap.
and then you described
Did the
that
glow
to
squids
Agnes
win?
and I, and we both were
Did
like,
they?
we've never heard that, and it's so cool.
So
it's
beautiful.
Amazing.
Absolutely
Yeah, they did.
beautiful.
635,000 votes.
You've been really looking
That
at
is
filling
nuts.
out the caves even
is-
more.
Yes,
That is
so
pretty
there are
crazy.
even more things to show, and in. the
Yes,
things
here we
showed
go.
So far, it's a lot about like improving the journey underground, but of course we also want to add like new things to find, like new resources, and one of them are crystals.
Lions was telling me that I should put crystals down deep in the cave, but like all these ideas that I have for this cave I was making are coming out in Minecraft, so we may
Oh my
change
God.
everything up. This is amazing. All my little mustard seeds. No, it's the Colonel's army. You can join the ranks.
The mustard seed is the
They're
daughter.
so beautiful.
That's any of my offspring.
The moment you turn the corner and you see that glowing thing,
Dude,
that's
that-
so,
Yeah.
it's just
I-
it's
Like,
incredible.
The atmosphere in the crystal geodes.
That was really cool.
It's like mystical. Yeah, they're so pretty.
I can't wait
And
to
we
start
were
implementing
thinking
some
a
of
lot
these
about, like,
noises
what is
in our
the
base.
purpose for crystals in Minecraft? And one thing is like they should have a use, and we will talk more about one of the usages soon. But the other thing is a lot about just adding a lot to the experience of exploring. And we want them to be quite rare, so when you find them,
Are they
it's
gonna
really
give us
gonna
some
be
kind of
like
health
magical,
regen or
'cause
something?
They're just beautiful, and
What do you mean
when
health
you walk
regen?
on the crystals.
Oh, she's
you hear
talking about the
sounds.
use of crystals.
Yeah, it's just we talked before about the pillar of underground of Marvel. And I feel they're just the perfect feature for that sort of pillar, right?
But you can't just take them with you.
Right. So you can break the crystal plant we saw in the video, but they actually grow from a very special block. And that block is unobtainable. It's sort of like you think
Obsidian?
about spawners, right? You
spawners?
cannot just
Okay.
take it and put it in your base. It makes you go and build farms all around your world. And that also encourages you to create tunnels between them and find out ways of transferring those items from place to place. And I just love those sort of features that really encourage other gameplay in the game.
As an explorer myself, I'm
do too.
very excited about finding all of these. And you mentioned a usefulness to them.
Yeah.
Yes. So from those crystal plants, you get crystal shards items, and you can actually use them to craft a telescope.
What? A telescope?
Ow! I just did a telescope in my episode today, too. They need to get out of my brain. Look at that.
All right, so this is Mojang trying
is
to add the
amazing.
zoom feature
Yeah.
of
It's
Optifine.
such a useful item. Super
It's
cool.
pretty cool,
and
too.
The cool thing is that, so yes, you use the crystal shards to craft them, but you also need something more, and that's also a new thing that we added.
She looks so
Copper?
nervous.
She looks nervous, but also really excited about what she's doing.
Copper. A new freaking ore?
I don't know about it in
copper.
that setting, but copper's cool.
That's amazing.
All right,
Yes,
question.
it's new
If it
ore.
rains on it,
Um,
will it turn green?
And you
That
saw
would
the
be
copper ore
awesome.
individual. And a very interesting thing with the copper ore is that it generates in a different way.
Jake!
So normal
What up,
ores
Jake? How are you
generate like
today?
an ore blob, but copper is different. So imagine that you are out mining and you see copper ore. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna mine the copper, and then
Oh,
you see
not
some
so bad.
stone. It's like, they look a bit different. So you continue to mine, and then you find another copper ore, and you probably go like, okay, I think I found a copper vein. So we're actually adding ore veins to Minecraft, and like they really add so much to mining. It gets so interesting
Oh,
because it's
this
kind of
is
like
cool.
following a trace when you
This
mine.
is cool.
And they tie so well to
Are
the
we gonna
key
have
that
to
we have
recreate
about
an
adding
entire
strategy
world?
to mining.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you've
I don't know,
you've
man.
personally wanted copper in the game since you start, maybe before you started.
Yeah, you mentioned it once or twice.
Well, maybe a few times. But yes, so I think I got inspired by the pretty copper roofs in Stockholm. And they are all green because we have so many like old buildings here. And we've actually added that
Load new
mechanic
chunks?
to Minecraft as well.
Yeah,
So,
but then it's like-
you know, if you place a copper
We've loaded
block,
a
it
lot
will
of
first
chunks.
be
Leave our
orange,
areas.
but after a while, a pretty long time, it will turn green. And it's something I think it's so cool because it actually adds history to Minecraft.
Yo, it does
Because,
turn green.
For example, if you have a really old Minecraft world, then you can see on like a house and like, oh, the roof turned all green, and then you know that that house has been there for a really long time.
That is. That is so cool. The problem is, if everything's going constantly all the time, your roof is going to end up being that green color anyway. But that is pretty cool that they implement it.
And copper won't only be used for the telescope.
gotta
You
stop
actually
eating
have
these
another
nuts, man.
really cool thing that you'll be able to craft with it.
Yeah. So Jens talked a bit before about these design principles that we have in Minecraft.
I love
and
the canvas.
one of them is that if something bad happens, the player either caused it or it has a way to sort of avoid it. And one of those exceptions, for example, is lightning striking. Now, some people like to build wooden roofs in Minecraft. Some even build wall roofs.
Looking at me,
Might.
it's not at all like the grandest castle in my realm actually
Oxidation
has
is really
roof
sweet.
fully built of wool.
It
Yeah,
did
that's
look.
not
I
a
liked
good
it.
idea,
I liked the
but,
way it ended up looking.
Fires.
Almost like a buildable
So to try
emerald block.
to help the players with that, we are introducing the lightning rod.
I'll do that, Josh. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be super fun. Do you have a PC? Does it have to be PC? That's the only side effect.
Later, Josh.
Bye, Josh. Damn, Griffin. We're gonna be able to attract thunder.
Lightning.
Or lightning.
That is very useful for all
You
the
have a PC?
wool
Fantastic.
roofs out there.
Yeah, I think this is a problem that happened to a lot of our players. Even personally, I had this peaceful game that I played with my partner, and it wasn't peaceful. And we went out and we were like looking at animals, collecting a few animals to our base, and we came back and our house was gone. And I was quite confused because I consider myself to be someone who knows a bit about Minecraft, and there are no creepers, there are no Endermen. So what happened? We figured that probably a lightning strike hit and burned down the house, and we were quite
That wasn't his
traumatized
first
because we were not
conclusion.
prepared for this. So I think this lightning rod is really going to help.
Come
with
on
that.
now.
Yeah, now you don't have to worry about that problem anymore.
No, I'm gonna place like lightning rods everywhere on my wool roof.
Good.
Will be perfect.
Good.
Now, you've introduced a lot of things already. And
Okay.
players already have a lot of trouble with their inventory and the amount of items, but you have an idea for that.
Yes. So as you know, we keep adding new blocks and new items all the time, and that do create a bit of an inventory problem. And we're aware of that, and we have actually been thinking quite a lot how we can solve it, because we want to have like a good gameplay solution. We want it to be balanced, and we actually have an item in this update that will be really helpful.
Are we going to get a backpack?
Bundles.
Bundles. Okay. 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 That's pretty cool.
What is
Bundles.
It's a bundle. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's such an elegant solution as well, and I love it.
It's
I
one
spent a
stack.
lot of time
It's
talking
one
about the
stack
inventory problem,
of whatever
and I
you
think
want,
one
so
of
you
the
can
biggest
put multiple
takeaways there
items in there
was that
of
this
variety.
is not actually one problem. It's constructed from a lot of sub-problems. For example, hotbar management is one problem. Getting a lot of blocks for your huge build somewhere, that's like something the shulkers help with. But I think there is a third sub-problems where every time you leave your base to go exploring somewhere, your inventory keeps getting full of junk. Like, this lot just has 2 flowers. This lot has just 1 seed, right? And I think the bundles are really going to help with that problem.
Yes. So the thing with the bundle is that you can place many different kinds of items in one bundle. So many different kinds of items in one inventory slot. So for example, I can take those 2 flowers and 1 seed and put them in one bundle.
That's pretty cool.
And you can kind of use them like presents too.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so
a
excited
cool
about
aspect
seeing
there.
what players do them in like shopping district, right? You can have the bundle
Instead of
the
giving a
day, which
shulker
has
box,
bunch
you
of
just
things
give a
with it,
bundle.
or you can have secret bundles where you have 3 of them in a chest, but you get a random one. I think
Oh
it's
my
really cool.
God.
Yes, and for example, if your friend has
Plum,
a birthday,
you
can
gotta
put,
bring
like,
your
a
little
pretty
game back.
item in the bundle because it looks like a gift wrapper.
What
and
was
then
it
you can
called?
give it to your friend.
That's
What are you
so
talking about?
cool.
The game that you
we
had in
talked
season
so much
1.
today on the like
I
really
lost the game?
design side, but how do you work on the art side?
Oh, Plum's
We
Mystery
actually have
Shack?
a very close collaboration.
Don't bring
with the art
anything
team,
back.
And
Get out of here.
It's great.
Hi ho, hi ho.
So my job
It's off
is
to work
basically
we
to get an
go.
abstract idea and imagine
Jake,
how it would fit into
enjoy
the
work.
Minecraft
Sorry, buddy.
universe and then start sketching it. So once my sketch is finished, I send everything to the 3D artist
Oh.
that it's gonna model
You're just
it
singing?
and
Okay.
animate it to make it alive.
About the shopping district. I was
My
saying
job
the
is
sax.
to
Oh,
bring sketches to life and make them move in 3D space. To work with a game that has such a special look, it's amazing. It's a challenge, it's fun, it's sometimes frustrating, but it's very rewarding. I love it.
I make the pixel art of the block, and usually when I create a block texture for
Glow
a block
squid.
type, it's going to be a lot. Like, I'm going to make 50 iterations of one block because I want to make it right.
Glow squid one,
Every
guys.
block is like a building block for people's imagination, right? So I try to like pour a lot of love in each block to make sure that people can create what they want.
So I think my favorite thing about the Minecraft look is that it's very unexpected, very unconventional, and that's where like the special comes from.
Minecraft, in terms of game
We
art,
don't
is
know
special
about
because
the
it has such a unique look
date,
and
but
it's
it is
very
looking
restricted.
amazing,
It has to
Jake.
be
Like,
3D pixel art.
the
and
caves
you can
are
only
insane.
work within those boundaries,
No
so we have to
joke,
like
man.
think inside the box, but also outside the box. I've been working on this exciting new mob. This new mob will be the cutest predator ever existed in Minecraft.
This update is incredible. Like, people have been waiting for this for so long, and we're finally going to do it.
I hope that the community is really, really happy about it. I hope they have a lot of new stuff to play with, and I hope that they're excited to see some concepts as well.
It's so lovely when you can think about all of the different jobs within game development. I love seeing the artists and developers, and we all, like across the show, there's so many different types of roles that people have.
Yeah, and it's really awesome to interact with all those roles and have a lot of a back and forth. We're very open in Mojang and getting ideas from all over the place, and specifically working with the art team is amazing as well. You sort of throw one idea to the air and he draws something and you're like, oh, what is that white thing in your drawing? I didn't even think about it, and it starts so many awesome ideas going. And we even integrated into our prototype process, and actually I think until I saw those sketches by the art team, I didn't really understand what archaeology in Minecraft even means.
Archaeology?
Yes, so we're actually adding a new system called the archaeology system. In this system, you're basically going to find these excavation sites all throughout your world. And you can make this new tool called the brush that is going to help you uncover the mysteries of all these dig sites.
What?
So you come to one of these ancient structures and you can sort of use the brush to clear away some of the rubble that may have collapsed in those
That is
structures.
really cool.
And sometimes you might even find something
Oh
shiny
my god, you can
inside
make
them.
smaller blocks?
And this is important. If you are not careful enough, like in real life, you can destroy that artifact. And when that artifact is gone, that artifact and all the secrets it held are gone forever. But if you're careful enough, if you take your time and you're deliberate, you can get some of those hidden artifacts. And for example, here we got a ceramic shard, which is basically how whoever lived here used to tell and pass on their stories.
I love the story sides of the archaeology. Because we often talk about that we want to deepen the mystery in Minecraft.
They're adding
and
so
when
much.
You find these hidden artifacts, you kind of find like connections.
This is
and
this
hints.
is
And we will never tell the
gigantic.
full story, but these will inspire the players.
Like,
to
what was
tell
the
their
last
own
really big one?
stories about their
113?
own Minecraft worlds.
Exactly. I think it's going to be really exciting to see what players do with them.
I mean, yeah,
for example,
116
here we
was
see an expedition
but not-
that someone built for this, where he can compare all the different clues he finds, right, and try to preserve
this is
whatever
adding a
was
lot of
down
different
here.
things.
And he can compare what we found with
Don't
whatever
know, Jake.
new thing, and sort
We'll
of
find out
try
here
to
in a minute,
connect
I'm
the
sure.
pieces, right? And here we see those pieces connected in a clay pot, actually trying to reconstruct them back. And you can create that however you like. You can create your own stories or try to guess how those pieces used to connect.
Yeah. It's also so fun to be very creative with these new pots because you can put the shards
Yeah, I
in,
do
like,
wish they'd
in
get
any
on
way
with
you
it.
want.
Exactly.
We
and
didn't
when
need all that
you're-
stuff in the
you're
middle.
pleased with your creation, you can fire them up and you have your own painted clay
I
pot.
feel like there's going to be a lot of people
Pretty.
that were like, "Hey,
So
did you see everything in
is this
Minecraft?" And they're only going to know half the
still?
stuff because they didn't watch
Yeah,
the whole thing.
the art we're seeing is still work in progress, but I personally like the dragon. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it didn't say programmer art isn't pretty.
Yeah, you know, the problem is the artists are way too good. Right?
Yeah.
They just make us look bad. I don't know.
Archaeology is amazing. I mean, the excavation site
I know,
is
Jake.
so incredible.
I'm so excited about this. I've spent a lot of time about it, and I actually got to do a lot of awesome conversations with actual archaeologists from all around the world, and it's been. Honestly, I sort of feel like I got so passionate about it myself that their passion sort of stuck to me, and it was
He's
so
gonna
amazing
become an
to learn more
archaeologist
about
now.
this, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
And you have a dev diary coming out on our YouTube channel where you kind of explore all of the archaeology even more.
Yeah, it's honestly really exciting. So I had so much fun with this, and I learned so much that I decided that it can't stop with me. So we're gonna do a dev diary when we're actually gonna talk to those archaeologists. And actually, we might even get to visit some interesting locations.
That is amazing. Well, it feels very sad, but we're almost out of time.
So give
But
us the
we've
rest
been
of the news.
hinting at a new mob, like over the course of the show, like 3 or 4 times. So are you going to tell us about it now,
Yes,
please?
now we're gonna tell you. It's the cutest predator you will ever meet.
What is it?
Axolotls. Axolotls. It's that.
What?
feel like there's only one sound I can make after seeing that, which is like.
Cute.
So adorable.
A minorcologist.
Axolotls.
How did you decide on axolotls?
Minecologist.
So when we add a new mob
Yeah, I
to
know.
Minecraft, we really wanted to have like its own unique character. We wanted to have purpose.
I feel like that was slightly
and
underwhelming.
It's also a very good thing if it happens to be ugly cute. And the axolotl is perfect. It has all of these things. Well, I guess on the ugly cuteness, it might be quite a big emphasis.
Maybe they
on
gave
the
us all
cute
the good
side.
stuff up front. They were just
And we actually
baiting
had
us
a
to watch the
brainstorm
whole
with
thing.
team. So we were like, okay, we're gonna add goats, but we want to add another animal. And then one of the developers posted like a big picture of an axolotl, and we all went like, yes,
Yes, this right
perfect.
now.
It's like the definition of ugly cute. It's like made for Minecraft.
Perfect.
And then we also found out that axolotls are endangered in the real world, and we think it's good to add endangered animals to Minecraft to create
I mean,
awareness
that's a kind of
around
cool
that.
idea.
So that's
Give
also
us some
good.
other
Like with the
endangered
bees.
animals, like
Yes,
whales.
like with the bees last year, for example.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, so the axolotls, as you saw in the video, they live in the lush caves and they really add a lot of life to the lush caves. And there's also a bucket of axolotl.
Lizards would be cool.
I didn't think it could get cuter.
I know.
But
That is just so cute.
What?
I don't know how to handle it, but it's so cute. So when you're walking around in the lush caves and you see some axolotls, then you can actually scoop them up in your bucket and take them with you. So maybe you build like a pretty aquarium for them in your base, or maybe
No.
you bring them to your ocean
This is
adventure.
encouraging people to go into caves and take an endangered species out. I want them. Nuh-uh. Did it just deflect that back? No. It just helps you fight. Okay.
and now I see why you're calling them
Do
the
they
cutest
take the hit
predator
for you?
you'll ever meet.
I think it did.
Exactly. So when you scoop them up in a bucket, you can
So now
actually
we
create
definitely do
your
need
own,
sharks.
Axolotl army, basically, and charge into the oceans with them, and they will help you fight various.
I feel like the ocean
they'll
update's
attack
coming.
cute fish as well, but they'll help you fight the drowns and the guardians, and they're actually quite useful when fighting guardians because they have this special ability that whenever they take damage, they sort of play dead. And when they're playing dead, no mob will actually attack them. So they have this time to regen back help and then jump back into the fight together with you. And if you learn how to cooperate with them really well, they might even heal you during the battle.
That is so cool. But okay, so you added
What?
you added these two
No.
mobs that are like as different as possible with the warden and the axolotl.
Yes. So this update is actually a lot about contrast, which is great because it creates like
I don't know,
dramatic
Jake.
player experience, which is so good. So we're like
Did you not see the
updating
warden
the
earlier,
highest
Jake?
heights of Minecraft with the mountains. We're updating
The beginning was
deepest of
much
the
better.
caves. We had this terrifying warden. The
They better
cutest
give us something good
axolotl,
here in a second.
And also in the caves, like the lush caves are very light and welcoming, and then the deep dark is like super scary and challenging.
I guess
Lots
we
of
can't forget our little goat in there.
Oh.
It's kind of the in-between.
Yeah, we shouldn't forget the goat. I guess it's in
Jake, they
between.
went over
It
the
is
caves
still
a
very
little bit
cute,
earlier.
but
Yeah, well, for like 10
in
minutes.
between, no one can be as cute as the axolotl.
No, I
There's a
don't think
lot of
so.
cool cave editions.
Before we tell everyone the winner of the mob vote, let's take a look back at some of the exciting things that we've talked about today.
Oh, here you go.
That's the warden.
I love the lush caves. And here's the new cave generation, Jake. I'm never gonna get tired of seeing that cow die. The amethyst geodes. Listen at that noise. Creator tools.
then these little guys.
Before we get to our bomb vote, I think there's one more question people are really gonna want to know. When are we gonna get the caves and the cliffs update?
It's a good
They really
question.
didn't talk about the
So,
cliffs
we plan
and
to
mountains
release
very
it
much, did
summer
they?
2021.
No, not
and
really.
This actually is
Whoa.
really good. As I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we really want to have a lot of time to work
Whoa.
together with the community to like gather feedback, see all the great ideas, because the community always has so many good ideas. So it feels good that we now have a lot of time to actually work together on this update.
Oh my
The
god.
community decided on a new mob that will enter the game. So, which one of you gets to do the honors today?
Summer
I
2021?
Tiny Agnes has been a bit
I thought they were
weird
showing us
this
stuff that
year.
was done
You
already.
should open it, Neil. You should announce the winner. Yes.
It's not too bad.
Summer 2021.
You're gonna know before everyone else.
That's 9 months from now.
It's the glow squid!
Wow.
I guess everyone was mesmerized by the glow squid, not just the tiny ones.
No,
I
wow.
was really not expecting that. That is so awesome.
Yes, like I didn't expect it at all, but it's great. And glow squids will look so cool in the caves. Like
Exactly.
the atmosphere.
They fit this update
yes.
so well.
Like it will be, imagine it's just all dark in the caves and then you see the glow squids swimming around. It will be so good.
Beautiful. Can they be friends with the axolotls?
The axolotls are predators, so I'm not sure.
The
We'll
axolotls
see.
might actually attack the glow
Yeah.
squid.
Oh no.
We'll see. We'll see. I'll talk to them.
Think about it.
Yes.
We have committed to a lot of things, so I think we need to get work on all
Summer
the things that we've shown
2021?
in the show. For all of you watching, Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, thank you so much. Bye.
Okay.
Summer 2021?
Okay, not bad. I mean, it's a little further than I like, but you know, it's all right.
But like, that's a long time.
It's not that bad. Yeah, I mean, we did just have 1.16 update not terribly long ago.
They've been talking about caves and mountains for a year already.
Yeah.
And then they show us all the stuff that they've been developing. And it won't be ready till summer 2021?
Huh. Yeah, it's okay.
Positive vibes here. Piss Cow is trending.
Lol.
42.3 thousand tweets. Glow Squid at 33.9. And the poor Isologger is getting no love. It's going to get pushed to the sides. And we're going to get the Piss Cow. You just wait. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining in. That was, wow, I'm excited for all the news. Lots of cool stuff coming out for Minecraft soon.
Yeah, that was super interesting.
Well, if you haven't already, guys, I just had an episode drop just before this stream started, so go over to my YouTube, check out the new video, and I hope you all have a great day. There it is. There it is. Go check it out. Throw a comment on it. I'd love to hear from your faces. I will see you guys next Thursday. Until then.
Siege?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Steeges. I forgot he was streaming. Yes. Thank you, Plum. You were just doing it, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Kumi going for goal again.
Jickbooks. Enjoy your learning.
All right.
LP.
Yep, there he is.
I wish I had them.
There he is.
But
Raid him.
I feel like those days are long.
Alrighty, guys. See you later.
Never had acne. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I literally look at this. You can't tell because I was messing with it earlier. Can you tell? Yeah, look at that. Right there. Look at that shit. Colonel Mustard Games coming in here with a raid. Well, hello. Oh my goodness. Everybody coming in here with a Colonel raid. Colonel, thank you so much for that raid. You are amazing. You are just in time. We were just about to start up the thing. We're gonna play some games. I came with the raid. That was nuts, dude. I know. So every time something would happen on the Minecraft